Hello, everybody. Welcome to College of Lore. My name is Kate.
And I'm Jill.
I'm just fixing some stuff. There we go. I wasn't watching the stream, apparently. Excellent. Hi. We had some technical difficulties, so we were a little bit late getting started today. But we all figured out. We're doing some GM-less D&D. Hello, Chrissy. Thank you for coming. Yeah, we're all ready to go. We've got Jill's awesome map. We figured out how to do it so that I could stream. And you know what's really great about this, Jill?
What?
Before, Jill was always streaming. This is a little behind the scenes for you all. Jill usually streams these GM-less sessions because she has a second webcam that's looking at this beautiful map up here. And we figured that that was the easiest way to get that camera and her camera and my camera. But we figured out that we can just share that in Discord and it's working. So Jill's internet wasn't working great. Hello, Clark.
Yeah.
Anyways, It's all working. It's perfect.
Yeah. I love perfect. That's what we're here for. If I get like pixelated and robot like, sorry.
Yeah, let us know if it's like a terrible connection. But you sound great right now, Jill, to me. So.
Okay, that's what I hope. Yeah. That's what I always aspire to. So, in case you've never been with us before on one of these GM-less games, well, let's do a quick rundown of the story.
Sure.
So, we've got, I think I'm the piratey looking one, and you have a bow. Okay. I think those were which ones we chose. And we've sailed out to try and find my long lost lover, Driali, who I don't know if I even put on the board. Oh, so I'll have to dig him out, or them out. I
think he went by, I think he used he, him.
Yeah, he, him. So we were looking for him, and let's use this person for him. Dashing. Oh. So handsome. And we did find him. So we traveled through the ocean, and a lot of weird stuff happened in the first few episodes, but we won't go too deep. We'll do the broad strokes here.
Yeah.
We did find him. We had to battle a demon to release Driali from a strange prison, like a mystical prison.
On a floating island in the middle of the water.
Yes, on a floating island in the middle of the water. So we were looking for an island, and boy did we find it, but it was like up there. So we had to make our way up, and we climbed through the sewers and got in there. And it turns out it's like this perfect sort of orphanage, which is another kind of goal that we had. But the demon kind of beat us to it.
Yeah, it's to find an orphanage for my wife. And it looked like this was set up for her.
Yeah, she had paintings of her around and stuff, and we're kind of unraveling this story of this demon was actually a person who was in love with your wife. What's your wife's name again? I have it. We have it here.
Okay, it's Sadia.
Sadia. Yeah. So, Sadia,
my wife.
Chrissy says, my wife. Yeah. Yes. So we finally find this perfect place, and we find out there's like an altar underneath. It's like this evil altar.
Yes. So this demon has been stalking us, actually, right? Like this demon's been stalking me specifically for quite some time.
You specifically.
We find this demon here on this island, holding Driali captive in a slumber. We wake. Well, we defeat the demon super easily, first of all. Mm-hmm. And then Driali...
I have a whole spell slot left.
No problem.
One whole spell slot.
Because they haven't rested, which is going to be interesting. Driali wakes up and seems to be, like, in cahoots with this demon. Like, we sort of figure... We slowly figure out, like, wait a second. Driali seems to be on the side of this demon. And then we investigate the rest of the island, and we find in these sort of tunnels underneath the island, we find this altar, this evil altar. And Driali, in combination with our observations and talking to Driali, we find out that this demon wasn't always a demon. They were immortal, who was turned into a demon because they tried to get rid of this altar from beneath the orphanage so that they could use it as an orphanage. And so now we're all conflicted because we thought that the demon was like this evil jerk who wanted my wife, but now it turns out that, you know, I mean, he was still in love with my wife, which is like, you know, I'm not super fan of that, but it seemed like he was a really sweet guy and like made this amazing orphanage for her. So, you know,
yeah,
it's like
he
got turned into a demon.
Tricky, yeah, a little less black and white than we were thinking initially,
which is interesting. So we were gonna fly this island back home and figure out how to how to get rid of this altar. Yeah, man, that's rough, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, so but then, you know, our boat was still attached to the bottom of this island, and we've come back to like check on our boat. I think to try and like detach it from the island so that we could just like go home. But we've discovered we've been boarded. There's some beings on this ship.
Yeah, I think we only know about one right now. And the last thing that we wrote on our notes is that Kate instigates combat, and in brackets it says moonbeams.
So I'm casting moonbeam. Should I do that right now?
Right. I mean, why not? Like, that's what's going on. We've been boarded. We had some fumbles with our charisma checks, I think, in there. And my insight was low, but yours was good. Oh, and by the way, I don't think we said this, like, who we're playing, but we're basically playing as ourselves. And I'm playing as a College of, I think, Whispers bard, like the ghosty one. I should check what that's called. But, and you're playing as a...
druid, Circle of the Moon, question mark?
I think that's
the
it,
one that transforms into beasts.
The most beastie one.
Beastie one. Where's Moonbeam?
I'm gonna moonbeam her so hard.
So it's gonna be... let me click this spell just to make sure I understand.
And we're running this without a DM as well. We're using Mythic Game Master Emulator, so all the decisions and all of the plot, we don't know any of it. It's coming out as we play. So we don't know how anything's going to turn out. We only know what we want to do, and then this system kind of decides whether it happens or if something completely different happens, or if we kind of get it. So it's pretty interesting. Oh my god, Chrissy.
Oh no, Chrissy. Not the monthly moonbeam.
Yeah, Chrissy says, I get my monthly moonbeam soon.
Well, I'm about to unleash my moonbeam on this poor person.
I am going to use that forever now. I love that. That's so good.
Nice. All right, so...
I guess this is a surprise attack.
Yeah, I would say so. So I get this, and then we roll initiative, I think?
Yeah, I think
have
that's a good way to do it.
Have we talked to this person?
Yes, we have. So it's been a while, everybody. It's been a while since we played, so we're a little rusty. If there's some story hiccups, I think that makes it a bit more realistic to, like, not playing with it recorded.
How things actually happen in real game. I think it is funny because I know that that like the last session is on our YouTube channel right now, and so many people are watching this on YouTube, having just watched the last episode, and we're like, "What was that person again?" But we're all about realistic, like real life bumps and hiccups, and leaning into that and portraying what role-playing is actually like, and this is what it's actually like. So you wouldn't we didn't take great notes, and you don't always take great notes, do you?
Sometimes things happen, you don't get your notes taken, and I've got a little notepad, and I'm going to be taking notes this time.
It would have been fine if we had taken the notes like at the end of the session. Anyway, I'm going to cast Moonbeam. Let me just
Yeah.
double check what Moonbeam does. So it's a silvery beam of pale light. It's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. It's going to be like that spot where, what's her name? Was it she, her? Did we ask her pronouns? Waverly? Waverly's getting moonbeamed. Perfect. I love that highlighter as a representation. All right. Engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw. And it will take 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much.
Okay, so I have... I'm going to get up... So we have a stat block that we got off D&D Beyond that we're going to use for her. Okay, so I may do a con save.
Weird is happening here. Yes, and the spell save DC is 14.
Okay, I don't know if you can make out what I just rolled here, but that's a natural one. So, for a total of 3.
All right, and then I do 2d10 damage, right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, let's see what that adds up to. Oh, that's my own one. Oh, 2-1.
Oh no! This is starting off great. We had technical difficulties and now we're getting 3 ones in a row. Perfect. So is that only 2 damage altogether?
Yes, but this thing stays around for up to 1 minute. So we're going to keep track of that. And then every round... if she starts her turn in there, she's going to take 2d10 damage. And on my turn, I can move the moonbeam.
Right.
As an action, I can move it. So, alright, I'm going to keep track of how many rounds.
She's going to keep getting
So that's basically...
beamed.
It's basically like 10 rounds, right? 6 seconds around.
Yeah.
Right.
So 10 rounds of moonbeam.
Yeah. So that was...
So let's roll initiative, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a 19. What did you get?
8.
Okay. Kate 8, and then Waverly. Whoa, shit! 19 plus 4, 23. Oh my god. So we don't know, but Waverly does have some friends.
Right.
In, like, somewhere. They could be stowed away on our thing. They could be on a boat nearby, but we aren't aware of them yet.
They could be under the water.
And they could be under the water. So we don't even know what they are. Right. So should we... Right.
I think we should roll initiative for them, and then when it becomes their initiative, we can figure out what they are and then do their action. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep. So they're not going to get any dex bonus on this because we don't know what they are. So we'll just roll a d20 and see where they go. A 10.
Okay. That's still better than
Okay, so this is...
So are they going to all go?
No, I got a 19.
Oh,
I got a 19.
I only got an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, yeah. Oh, so, you're keeping track of it, right?
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, sweet.
I've got this. Okay. So Waverly does get to act next.
Okay.
So she was trying to convince us to... I'm not even sure I remember what she was trying to convince us of exactly.
To go back in or something?
Yeah, maybe like show her, bring her up there for some reason.
I wish
she was trying to convince us of it. She was lying to us. I didn't realize it.
Watching was had seen it. Should we like
quickly like watch a clip or something?
It would be near the end of the video.
It would. I feel like so she was trying to convince us to like I can't remember if we figured out what her goals were. I think I rolled my dice and figured out, like, her goals.
We didn't write that down. Waverly is trying to stop us. That's all it says. With hidden backup. So,
Right.
damn, why didn't we take good notes?
I think I was like, don't worry, Kate. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to write up this summary, and then I just totally did not do that.
I don't know that that's what you said, but I think
I'm pretty, if we watch the video back, it's going to be like, okay, anyway. So, gotta something.
Sorry, Jill.
So, she is trying to prevent my robot.
You're a bit of a robot. Yep. I think it's better now.
Okay. We just attacked her.
Yeah.
I think she would retaliate.
Oh, absolutely. And I do
So,
especially because she's got backup.
yeah. She's confident. She's got 3 dagger attacks.
Okay. Is Driali a tank?
Oh, that's a good question. I think he's just a person. So I feel like his
he doesn't even have
stats are just like...
Oh no.
Oh no, Chrissy says the stream dropped for them. Our technical difficulties run deep.
Man. I wonder if I'm getting dropped frames too. Dropped frames detected 25% over the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm getting drop frames too.
It's both of us. I wonder what it is.
There may have been some weird issues. Like I saw somebody on our work teams post about like all Bell phones not having data or Wi-Fi today. And so I am on Bell internet.
Yeah, so maybe we are both having
but
some
your
kind of...
internet was crap too, but it was fine.
Yeah, because it was warning me about dropped frames as well.
Gonna refresh page. Okay. Let us know if you
God love you, Chrissy.
Let us know if you can hear us. This is unfortunate.
I know. Because if it's not working...
That was the ticket.
Oh, Chrissy.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
but I do think part of it is a bad connection on my part, so it's not necessarily your problem.
Yeah, technical difficulties permeating our business here.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to attack.
Okay.
Waverly's going to attack. And I think it would make sense for her to try to get you because you cast a spell on her.
Beam on her.
Yeah.
And did 2 whole damage.
Yeah, so she's going to pull out... I think she probably has a bunch of daggers on her. Like, I'm picturing her, like, inside of her cloak to be just a bunch of daggers.
Yeah.
So I think she would be like, huh, 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 and throw 3 at you.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a d10 to see if she even has that many daggers.
Well, what's we're using... Oh, man.
So, would move up to you. Beam in.
I can't
so,
hear anything you're saying right now.
she's going to go here.
I wonder if I can...
Actually, no, she's going to go here so that I can't invoke an attack of opportunity on her. Or I can't attack of opportunity her.
Okay.
And then, so I'll roll here. So she's got a +7 to hit. So that's 18 to hit.
Okay. Oh, wait, 18 hits. I just accidentally closed my character sheet. One sec.
Okay. So 18 to hit, and then 6 plus 7 is, 13 to hit.
Those both hit.
Oh my god. So she has one more attack. Okay. 2 plus 7, 9 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Okay. So she only hits twice.
Okay.
And it's 1d4 plus 4. So 4. So that's 8 damage.
Yeah.
And then 6 damage.
So
piercing
14
damage.
Total?
8 plus 6 is 4. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Ouch. Oh, so
Yeah.
so
she's like, ta-cha!
So she did come up to me, and these were melee
Yeah.
attacks? Okay, yeah.
Yes, because I rolled for it, and she only had 2 daggers, but she has 3 attacks. So I think if she only had 2 daggers, then she would have to...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's Waverly's turn. So I think... So Jill was very trusting. Like, I was trusting her, and I was kind of like, I don't see the issue. Yeah, sure, we can show you up there. Like, you know, this is fine. But then you were realizing that something's wrong, and you moonbeamed her.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a little bit confused until she starts stabbing you, and then I'm like, no. Okay, I see what's happening here. I'm gonna...
Also, moonbeam is... Let's see. It's one of my... Why is this not working? It's one of my 2nd level spells, Jill. So it's like, you know, I only have 3.
Serious business.
You know that when I cast Moonbeam, it's like party time. You know? Right,
okay. So I take out my rapier, and I'm like, back, witch! And I'm gonna
She's like,
try to... I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! Okay. Okay, that's a big old 9 to hit, which I really don't think comes anywhere close. Yeah, I miss. So I pull out the rapier and I try and thrust forward, and she just kind of like glances at my awful swordsmanship.
Yeah, but it's not
and
like,
dodges it easily.
You weren't expecting any of this, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. Yeah. I'm just warming up. Yeah. You know, this is fine. I'm just getting going. So I miss, and then I what if I have any bonus actions? I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration. Should I take the gamble and look at that chart and see if I get a good story, or should I just give you the d6?
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
So, yeah, so I, as a ghost bard or whatever I'm called, I have this thing where I can use my bardic inspiration to call upon a story and then use one of these stories, and it has interesting benefits.
Okay.
So while I'm holding my spiritual focus, I reach out to spirits who tell their tales through me. When I'm holding this focus, I can use a bonus action to expend 1 use of my bardic inspiration and roll on the spirit's tales table, using the bardic inspiration die to determine the tale told. I retain the tale in my mind until I bestow the tale's effects, or I finish a short or long rest. Okay. So I'm just going to I think I was holding one, but it sucked, so I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration and roll for a new one.
That makes sense. Also, we don't remember what the one was that you
had, so. If fate wants me to have it, I'll roll it again by mistake. So, 7. Fae. You recount the tale of a mischievous Fae. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the end of its next turn. The charmed target must use its action to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no other creature. I'm just going to hold that one.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere to direct it right now. Right. So I'm just going to hold on to that. And I'll be like, why did that just pop in my head?
Yeah. But then you'll see.
Yeah, because it's the 3 question marks turn. Or I think there's technically, we said there could be like up to 6.
Well, we found out that there were 6.
Okay.
I don't know.
So there's 6. There's 6 of them.
Okay.
And I need more minis.
You do that. I'm gonna grab my player's handbook really quick.
Okay, cool. So I've got a lot of weird people here. Weird. They're all diverse, and I love that. So we've got like a tiefling, and I've got like a person with a cat. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. So I think at this point, Waverly's cohorts have heard the sound of combat and are going to join in. I think they'd be normal bandits or something similar, like just a low, they're not the brains of the operation. They are kind of like grunts. Chrissy says, I'm the person with the cat. Oh no, okay, we'll call this person with the cat Chrissy. I am so sorry, Chrissy, if we end up destroying that NPC who is now named after you.
We're gonna be trying to. Probably.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be trying to. Okay, we'll go with bandits, because that's the first thing I thought of and can look up easily. So, a bunch of bandits start climbing up onto the deck.
Right.
Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one more. Should I use red long-fingered witchy person? Or should I use sledgehammer yellow largeman?
Largeman. Let's let Chrissy choose.
I do really like these minis.
I could turn into a brown bear. So long as the cat lives.
Long finger, okay, perfect.
Okay. Nice.
All right, so these bandits all climb up, and that's their movement. Let's see. One's behind me. One's next to... Okay, so I think one will attack me, one will attack Driali, and one will attack you.
So there's only 3 of them that can get up to us?
Yeah, I figured climbing up is their movement, because I don't know where they're coming from. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with that. So the one against me... Whoop! Almost dropped that on the floor. Sorry for yelling in everyone's ear. Got a 3 plus 6 to hit. Sorry, Chrissy. You're not hitting me this time. And then the one trying to hit you got an 11 plus 3, 14. Oh, shoot, okay. Okay, so let's deal with that first. So that's a d6 plus 1. That's 5 damage. Okay. That's slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the long fingers going after Driali, who I think Driali's just like normal person, which I think means all their stats are just 10. So.
And how many hit points does he have?
Good question. Because this does hit. That is, I think they'd be using, like.
Commoner?
Yeah. Commoner.
So
yeah. How many hit points?
4.
4? Oh god. Okay.
And
so this hits.
AC is 10.
Okay. AC is 10. So that is a hit. So let's see. They might be using, if they know who we are, which I think they would if they targeted us like this, they might be using non-lethal damage to try and capture. So that might be a question we need to ask. Yeah, we should ask,
because it's not necessarily the case. Because remember, these are the enemies of the demon.
Right. So they might be just trying to end us, right?
Like, if it wasn't, then maybe they wouldn't even attack Driali, because they know that Driali is, like, friends with the demon. But they are, they are enemies of the demon and Driali and us, I think.
Right. So if they do deal damage to Driali, that's 4 damage that I just rolled. So that would be...
He would go down.
Like, unconscious. Yeah, he would be... for sure. So we're asking our fate chart.
Are they trying to capture us or kill us, right?
Right. So it has to be, are they trying to capture us?
Okay.
And then, do you want to roll a D100? Oh, wait, we need to say how likely is it. So, yeah, it's, there's impossible all the way up to has to be. So it could be either like we could say 50-50, we could say likely, we could say, you know, there's a lot in there. We are at chaos factor 7, so that's going to alter our results a lot.
I'm leaning towards likely, but not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do likely. Okay. So roll your D100.
Okay. I got 25.
Okay, so it's a yes. They are trying to capture us.
Okay,
so I think that means that was non-lethal damage to Driali, but he's unconscious but not dying. Okay.
Fair.
Okay, so that would definitely upset me. You know, we did all this stuff, finally get him back. He's unconscious, and I think he was barely conscious already. Like he had just had.
We only woke him up because it was like this amazing like critical success or something.
Right, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So Driali's unconscious. So Kate.
My turn.
The other ones have crossbows, so I think the other ones are they have their crossbows up, but they're not trying to kill us, so they won't shoot. But I think they're proving that we're surrounded, and one of our party has fallen. Yeah. They have the upper hand, so that's what they're trying to do. So
they're saying like, stick them up.
Yeah. Oi, you! Stick them up!
Alright, so my turn, hey? Is one of them touching the moonbeam? That's gonna be...
Yeah, like, what's the radius? Because this one's like... This one is like... Because you would have probably put it on a corner, right? So it affects 4 squares.
Can you do that? I don't think you can do that.
I thought so.
Really?
Because it's like, if no. This is like a lookup thing. Because if you're using something...
You have to pick a square. You have to pick a square that it's in.
No, but hear me out. So here's the ruling of, like, other things. I'm not sure about Moonbeam. But if you have something and it's affecting half of a square, that means that whole square is affected by that thing.
I think that's cheating the intended rules of Moonbeam.
I'm not sure. I'm going to Google it because we had this discussion with another party of mine on Moonbeam.
Okay. Look if you can find something. It's just I've never played it that way.
Right.
Like, what about Flaming Sphere? It's the same thing, right? Can you put Flaming Sphere on the corner and well, I guess Flaming Sphere is slightly different because it does... I think it does do damage to stuff adjacent to it. Although I can't really
Okay, let's see. Choose an intersection of squares or hexes as the point of origin for an area effect, then follow its rules as normal. If an area of effect is circular and covers at least half of a square, it affects that square. So you don't target an enemy with it, it's just a patch of ground, so it would cover 2 times 2 squares. So it would, yes, affect that person.
5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay. That is so weird. But
well, it makes it so that it's not a spell that is it's a 2-level spell. It's not like it's not a cantrip or something. Like this is like something really useful. So it could affect 4 people. But I'm allowed
to move it on my turn as well.
Yeah, you are. And then you could maybe hit 4 people. So so she's beginning her turn.
It's and to our benefit, so let's say that it works.
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's the way the rules are, because that's how I've played it. So
okay.
Okay, so I need to roll a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah,
for the bandit?
Yeah, and it's 14.
That's a 18 with... I rolled a 17
it's going to be
plus
half
1.
damage.
Oh, perfect.
9 plus 7 is 16, so that's 8 damage.
Oh, so this one is looking severely hurt. So this moonbeam just like crispies up.
Interesting.
Her, like kind of charred, and her tail, like the tip of her tail is like on fire, and it's not supposed to be. I think she's like batting it out.
Can I move spells in wild shape yet?
Ooh, that's a good question. Can Druid move spells in wild shape.
It's gonna be usually no, but maybe because I have Circle of the Moon, or because I'm a high enough level?
Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast, however, or prevent you from taking actions that are part of a spell, such as Call Lightning that you've already cast. So you're good. So you can transform, and it doesn't break the concentration. But you would have had to roll concentration checks to keep Moonbeam up.
Because of what?
If it's a concentration spell, when you got hit.
Okay. What's the check?
So it would be 10 or half of the damage you took, whichever's higher, I believe. Let me double check, though. See, this is so exactly what games are like.
Yeah.
Whenever you take damage while you are concentrating on a spell, you must make a Constitution saving throw. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. Yeah, that's pretty much word for word what I said.
But it's Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Yep. Constitution for your concentration check.
I got 17.
Oh, you are so good.
Yeah. And we are saying that I can go ahead and...
Oh, you're going to transform, aren't you? Let me get a different mini.
Yeah. I'm going to do a bear.
Okay.
If you have a
Because
bear.
I think we have that thing that's not really a bear, but like...
I swear there was a thing about... Anyway, whatever. We're going to say I can do it. So, but for this turn, my action is to use Wild Shape. Although, can that be a bonus action for me?
Ooh, good question. Because then you wouldn't be able to move your thing.
Right. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh, shoot.
Right, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use Wild Shape. I'm going to change into a brown bear, which is a large, it's a large beast. Perfect. And then I'll move the Moonbeam. If I move it through, so I want to put it in the space in between what's her name and the thing right behind to her.
Like these ones or these one? This one?
No. Yes, I think so. So is that... Can I hit all three of them?
Ooh. So this one's here.
I'm talking about that one and the one to the right of it. Yeah. And then her. No, I can't.
No, not quite. You can definitely hit her and
I'll do that. I'll do exactly that. That's what I want. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a Constitution saving check for both of them.
Okay.
And
so
roll my damage.
Bandit got... That's cocked. The Bandit got a 13.
Not a hit. Or not a...
Okay, so they fail.
Yeah.
And then Waverly got a 12.
Also,
so they both
didn't
fail.
Save. Okay, so they each take 13 damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn. But now I have a lot more hit points.
Awesome, awesome.
Which I'm going to have to keep track of manually because...
Right. And then the Bandit... Okay, so that Bandit who took 13 hit points... Oops. Knocks over the Moonbeam and dies. Yeah.
Alright. Cool. I like it.
Yeah. Oops.
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Height.
So there's one beamed Bandit on the ground now.
That Moonbeam is so high.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to roll to see if Driali gets a natural 20 and wakes up.
Okay.
I don't think it'll happen, but you got to try, right? That's a natural 1. Luckily, he's not dying. He's just unconscious, so that does not...
He, chokes on his tongue.
Oh, I missed this from Chrissy. So when Chrissy, the NPC, attacked me earlier, My attack is just holding out a squirming Maddie, which is Chrissy's cat, and letting her claws do the talking. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, Driali does not wake up for sure. If anything, he's even more unconscious than he was a moment ago.
Yeah. He's like back in the slumber.
Yeah. He's like magically asleep again.
Damn it. He just woke you up.
Okay, I think Waverly as like a speaking action is going to threaten us and tell us to like put down your weapons. You're surrounded. Mm-hmm. Just give up now, kind of a thing.
Yeah. No.
And then she's going to, instead of trying to stab the bear, which I think would be like, she's going to stab me.
Okay.
I think she's going to stab me 3 times. Because, yeah, why would you go after the bear? Like, whoops. Okay, that one is gone forever. Goodbye, dice. Die. Yeah.
Just like my D12 that I gave Fish when
that's cocked
at one time.
Oh, right, I remember. It was cocked and then I rolled it again, and it was almost cocked the exact same way between a 2 and a 20, and then it flopped down to the 2.
You should have picked it up and rolled it again really quick.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because she's trying to stab me. So her first attack is a 2. Let's see, 2 plus 7, 9 to hit. Okay, my armor class is 13. Okay, so she doesn't hit me.
Hit you.
The next one sure does. That's a 23, I think. 23 to hit, so that one hits.
Not a crit.
Not a crit, though. 5 plus 7. Come on,
12?
brain. 5.
No.
12. Okay, so yeah, just barely doesn't hit me. Yeah, you're right. 12, yeah. So she gets me with 1, so that's a D4 plus 4. And that's a 5 damage. Okay. And so this whole time I'm like trying to use my cape to like kind of block her dagger things, and I managed to like stave off 2 blows, and then she gets one through and gets me in the ribs, and I'm like, oh, that sucked. Does she have bonus things? Oh, Nine Fingers halves the damage that she takes from an attack that hits her, but she must be able to see the attacker. That's interesting. We have to remember that.
Do you think that doesn't count for Moonbeam because she's doing a saving throw?
Because she's not. One? It's not an. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that's an attack.
No,
that's like
it's
a save. Yeah. But like when I was trying to stab her, it would have.
Yes.
So she can use a bonus action to disengage. So I think she would. I think she'd like stab me a bit and then bonus action disengage.
Probably because
and get away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she'd come over here, maybe like beside me. Maybe.
Okay. Just position yourself so that I can moonbeam your friends.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry about
yeah.
beeping. Oh, so annoying. Device that keeps me alive.
So I'm going to use that special tale that I read, Faye. So I'm gonna say tell the tale out loud, weaving my story, and she's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw. Would you like to roll it for me? So she's got a +3 to wisdom, so that's not great for me. But
she got a total of 13.
Oh, let's see. What's my spell?
Save DC or whatever. Mine's 14.
15. Mine's 15. So I get her.
You do.
So she's charmed by me, and she must use her next action to make a melee attack against a creature other than herself that I choose. So I'm going to just choose one of the 2 bandits that's already wounded. So I'm going to choose the tiefling on the corner of the boat.
This is like a story that she heard all the time when she was a little girl.
No, she's like, oh, the phase story. I love that one.
Taken over by it.
So I'm going to also use... I don't want to wreck our boat, right?
We've got the ship, or the island.
The island.
I mean, surely the moonbeam is doing damage to the boat, too.
That's true. That's
and
true.
And listen, Jill, the mast was broken. Like, the ship is gone.
Okay, so I might do a shatter.
But we need to get back up onto the island.
Right, but this is a sound instead of an earthquake. Like I always picture shatter as being like this like ground thing, but it's a sound thing.
Right.
So a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of my choice within range. So I'm gonna pick like just far enough away that it does not hit me and people going that way.
Gaming Golfer just hosted us, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gaming Golfer. So, 10-foot radius sphere. Here we go. Talking about radii again. So I'm putting it on a corner for sure. 10 foot. Is this 10 foot? That's a 5-foot radius. So then... Oh, I have a tool for this downstairs. Should I get it?
Sure.
Did you say sure?
Yeah, go get it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
How's everybody doing? Did you guys get my hype joke about the highlighter? It's cool to laugh at your own jokes.
I'm back. I'm totally not out of breath.
That was really fast.
I'm not out of breath. No. Okay, so 10-foot radius. Oh, it's big. So I'm gonna move your moonbeam, but I'm gonna remember where it is. So if I want a 10-foot radius,
I think.
So I can get all 4 of these people.
Nice. I need to let.
So I'm putting it.
I need to let
here
Fish
so
out
that I
because
can
he's
follow them.
starting to climb on things.
Try.
I'll be right back
Okay.
while you figure that out.
All right. So I gather. Okay, so I gather all of my shatter energy and I spend my last spell slot.
That's how he tells me he wants
Slot.
out. He starts jumping on stuff. Uh-oh. Did you turn into a robot?
They have to make... he's told me 1 Constitution saving throw for Waverly. And she's got a +2. And I'll quickly throw out the bandits here.
So what's happening?
Constitution saving throw, please, with a +2.
Okay. 10.
Ooh, really? Okay, good. So I've got 3 failures. So she fails, and 2 of the bandits fail, and 1 bandit succeeds.
Okay.
So the damage is 3d8.
Nice.
1, 2. Do I have a third one over here? Of course I do. Oh, I think our stream went down a little bit
yeah,
again.
sorry. We're having connection issues today. Jill was having really bad connection issues, and then we thought mine looked better, so I started streaming, but there's still been a couple drops, so sorry.
Okay, so I do 15. What kind of damage is this? Thunder damage. 15 thunder damage. So that takes out this one and this one. Oh no, Chrissy! I'll say that the Christy saves. So we'll take out that one and that one.
Okay.
Half of 15 is that would be
down?
7 down. So it would be 7. So Chrissy has 7 damage on them.
Okay.
Okay. And then Waverly takes the full 15 because she failed. So that 13 plus 15 is 28. I add my damage instead of subtracting because I'm slightly better
At
at addition. So I have like the HP total, and then I just add up the damage, and then when I, yeah. Yeah.
I use D&D Beyond most of the time, and it just does the numbers for me.
For enemies?
No.
Oh, because I'm tallying up her stuff. I'm doing D&D Beyond for my health, but I mean for all the enemies and stuff.
I know, and right now I'm a bear and I have to do it myself too, so.
Okay. So
whose turn?
It is now, so I technically I have a bonus action, but I don't have any spell slots and I don't have any Bardic Inspirations left, so it is now the Bandits' turn.
Okay.
I think Chrissy is going to try and stab me.
Chrissy says, "Oh no, I've cursed you by claiming one of the enemies as being me." Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't worry about it, because we will just, like, once enough people drop here, our bargaining power will increase, and maybe you'll change sides. Maybe you'll come over to our side and be like, wait a second.
That's true.
You guys are way better fighters than this lady. What was I thinking following her?
Yeah, okay. Let's try and win Chrissy over.
We'll see if that happens or not.
So, Chrissy's going to try and stab me for now. Oh, that's a natural 20. Chrissy,
you critted.
Chrissy, you critted me.
How dare you?
Okay, so that's a natural 20. Oh my god. So the way we do natural 20s, I think that we're doing it on this show, is one full damage die, and then roll the damage die, and then add the modifier. So that's a 6 plus 2, 8, 9 damage. Christy says, "Oh no, Maddie goes for the eyes."
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 damage from a bandit. Okay,
wow,
that's fine.
That's a really good bandit.
9 damage. Okay, and Waverly is.
Did we?
I think for.
Did we have them on the?
Oh no, you're right. She's not a bandit.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. She's not a bandit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is.
So the
more?
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 more bandits, and I think they're going to have to try to deal with the bear.
Good luck.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So they're both going to take attacks on a bear that showed up on a ship. Here we go. +3 to hit. Here we go. 12 plus 3 is 15 to hit. And a natural 20!
Those both hit. It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
I'm a bear. I'm a bucket. God. I'm a bucket of hit points. That's the whole reason that I'm a bear.
It's weird because when I'm DMing, I feel like a little bit bad sometimes, but I don't usually, like, since we're like we're both DMing, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Okay, so they both hit. So let's resolve the natural 20 first. Okay. So I think long fingers, like red long fingers over here, is going to have the natural 20.
Okay.
And I think she's going to, like, kind of step over Driali to kind of get at you over here.
Okay.
And then, so she comes forward with her scimitar and, like, gets a really good slash.
Yeah.
And that's 6 plus 4, that's 10, plus 1, that's 11 slashing damage.
11. Okay.
Oh, God. And then the next bandit steps forward around Driali's, like, rocking body. And...
You said rocking because it's like tilting back and forth, but I thought you meant like rocking, like
rocking his rocking bod. And that's a 4 more slashing damage.
4 more slashing damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Still have 19 hit points. It's okay.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good. And that's bear hit points, right?
Yeah.
Whew, okay,
yeah,
Kate.
I've got, after I come back, I've got 12 hit points, like, of my own body left. This is the main benefit. This is the main benefit of druid, right? Is it's like just like extra hit points. And yeah, you're gonna read Chrissy's message. Yeah,
Chrissy says red long fingers is a great name. It is. That's a really good pirate name, isn't it?
Red long fingers, nice. Mm-hmm. All right, who's next? Is it me?
What do you do? It's you. C'est toi.
Okay. Is there anywhere I can move my moonbeam where it hits 2 enemies but not Chrissy?
Yeah. Not Chrissy?
Well, are we trying to save Chrissy?
Yeah,
I guess
I
I don't.
think
I
you
don't want it
could.
to hit Driali's body.
I know Driali's making this complicated.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm just gonna move it over a touch so that it's touching the blue lady.
Okay. Okay, so I need to roll a Constitution save.
Yes.
That is a big. Oh fuck! That's a 19 plus. Oh sorry. That's a 20. Total.
Okay. Well, it just takes half damage. And so that's 3 plus 3, which is 6, so 3 damage. And
Okay.
My 3rd round of Moonbeam. And I'm gonna roar in a big bear roar voice. And like spittle is coming out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Should we, at this point, how many of them have gone down?
3 of them are down, and one of us are down, aka Driali.
I think like when one more person goes down, we should do a check to see if they flee.
How their morale is. Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's that was your bonus. Oh, did you attack, or you were just threatening them?
My action is moving the moonbeam.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus.
No.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay,
Let me
perfect.
double check on moonbeam, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read.
Okay. I'm just going to take a sip of water.
Yeah, on each of your turns, after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
All right.
So, yeah, that's it.
And you can't use a paw claw as a bonus?
No.
Okay.
I get
right.
I get multi-attack, but I think that's only if I'm using my action to attack, then I get 2, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Turning into a bear was literally just to have a bucket of hit points. That's all that it was.
Exactly.
Like, I only get plus 6 to my attacks as a bear, so...
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll to see if Driali happens to wake up from his unconscious state, and that would mean needing a natural 20. That is a 9, so nope.
Okay.
Back to the top. Waverly. Okay, so Waverly's assessing the situation, and she sees that 3 of her people have fallen, and 2, I think 2 of them are looking fairly rough. Do you think we should check on, now that it's her turn, to see what her morale is, how she's feeling about the battle? Because the rest
we can if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's calling the shots a little bit.
Sure.
And they were trying to take us alive, right?
Yeah.
Initially? Okay, so they were trying to do that. So would we roll an intimidation check to see if she's intimidated?
So if we were DMing it, we would just decide. Which means I think the GM Emulator needs to decide for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, do you think that she would want to retreat?
How many people are down? You said 3, and then there's 4 of them left.
Half of her people are down, and 2 of them look wounded. One of them severely wounded, and that's Chrissy, who looks severely wounded in this case.
And do we think it's likely that she's more likely, to fight to the death or to retreat?
I think for sure. In my mind,
back into the monsters know what they doing mind frame, right? It's what is this?
I think she'd want to survive.
Yeah. Okay. So then
I think she's sneaky. I think she's smart.
Yeah.
I think she's a survivor.
Yeah. I agree with that. So that means to me, I think that it is likely that she wants to retreat at this point. And if not now, then pretty soon. If somebody else drops, right? And how much hit points does she have left?
She has 28 damage, and she has a total
You cut out
82.
Okay. Can you say it again?
So she is like still.
Oh my gosh.
She has 28 damage.
Okay.
She has 28 damage.
Out of how much?
Out of 82.
Okay. Sorry.
Out of 82.
Every single time you said like the critical number, you turned robot-y and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So she's not very damaged, but her crew is, and I just turned into a bear. So I'd say likely. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say likely or even very likely. Like, I think it's teetering on, like it's not looking great.
Yeah.
But we'll go with likely. Do you want to roll a D100?
Sure. 63.
And Chrissy says...
Honestly,
63.
I
Okay, so yes. Yeah, that's what Chrissy says. So that means yes, that she is looking to like escape in whatever capacity. Like she's starting to look at her exit strategies. She's starting to, and I don't know how much she cares about her crew per se, but definitely for herself, she's like looking for an escape.
I think that she would be like, she would care about them enough to verbally say like retreat, but then it's every man for themselves or whatever, right? However, she does have disengage as a bonus action, so I do think that she probably does a little stabbing before she goes.
I agree. Okay, so she's going to try and take me down. Let's see if she gets that sweet, sweet nat 20. Let me get back on her. So this is so she's going to try and stab me. This is a +7 to hit. Wow. Yeah. That's a 6 + 7. That's a 15, isn't it?
6 + 7 is 13, I think.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. So that means, it does hit me.
Beats it.
All right. So I guess what happened is that Waverly threatens like a final thing, saying you should have given up. You had your chance. And she stabs me 3 times total. The first one, Chrissy says, got a video of the very cursed thing that was happening on my end.
Oh. Like, did it look weird?
Yeah, I hope you got a screen cap of whatever happened there. So yeah, Waverly stabs me 3 times. The first one, and then a big threat, and then a critical hit, which brought me down to 0, and then another stab on my way down, which is 2 failed death saves due to the nature of being stabbed while unconscious and dying.
Right.
You know how it is. Hopefully nobody knows how that is.
Right.
So then she gets out of there, hops off the ship onto an awaiting craft of some kind that we are not aware of, and tells her bandits to also clear out.
Right.
And I think we'll have to do, on Chrissy, when we get to the bandits, we'll have to do kind of like a conscience check.
Yeah.
To see if NPC Chrissy sees how evil that was and wants to stick around.
Yeah, and is impressed by us,
True.
And
you did turn into a bear.
Yeah. And you just told a story and she started attacking one of her friends.
Exactly. Oh! She didn't do that, did she?
Didn't she on her last turn?
I don't remember if she did.
Is she supposed to attack you at all?
She was supposed to attack, she had been supposed to attack this one, but I think that one died some other way.
Okay.
I don't know if that ever did anything. Whoops! And now I'm unconscious and bleeding out. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
I blame Rogers, according to, I think, something Chrissy said.
And Gaming Golfer, yeah.
Or Gaming Golfer said.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's too far gone to retcon anything. Sorry, people who are watching and following what I was supposed to do.
Don't apologize
Here we
to
are.
them. Don't apologize to them. If you don't like
this is
it,
how games go sometimes.
like, it's our game. I think this is dramatic. I think this is dramatic, and I like it.
Yeah.
And it is
This
sort
is
of like,
what's
what are we going to do? Like, how far would you go back? Like, I mean, I think there's certain times when you're like, oh, wait, we missed something, let's go back, and you're willing to do it. And sometimes you don't want to. And we are compelled by what has happened, and we're going to keep with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect.
That's what you want to do, right? Like, I mean, you're the one who's dying.
I mean, I might not be in a moment.
Yeah.
I might not be happy about this in a moment because I need to roll a death saving throw right now, and it's my last one.
No, it's not necessarily your last one.
I mean,
If I succeed,
pass,
you're good.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
If I pass, I'm okay.
If not, you're.
But this one matters a lot.
Okay,
so.
it does.
I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
so here we go. Are you ready?
Just let's be clear in case people don't know the rules. You need to get 10 or higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or in other words, if you get 9 or less, Jill, it's under the COL logo.
You can't see it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna nudge it.
Little more, little more, little more. Little more. Oh my god! Jill!
I rolled a natural 1 on my last death save.
You know what's even
So unfortunately... unfortunately...
You're dead.
I've died. That's it.
I'm so pissed at this lady.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. So I'm gonna mark that off and see what happens. Okay. So I've died in this world. So I'm gonna turn into DM, I guess, right now. Rip in peace, says Chrissy. I will. Okay. Here we go. So Jill.
Wait, so when you die, you just get to be DM?
No, I just mean I'll just be like, ooh, the only tasks I'm doing is my half of the DMing tasks, that's all. Sure. Chrissy says, now you're Chrissy.
Now you're Chrissy, oh my god! You could just turn into this character. Or you could be Driali. Driali's just asleep. Wait a second.
True. That is my other
Jill,
character.
would she have killed you? Because she was trying to keep us alive.
Yeah, but I think she was threatening me at the end. I think that this is the way it's meant to be. Chrissy says, when you die, you become God. Okay, so, yeah, I'm just going to be doing my half of the DMing duties. I don't mean that I'm going to, like, take over as a DM or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay, so it is the Bandits' turn. So these two are going to take I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're going to take the disengage action to escape and hop on the boat, but we need to roll to see how Chrissy's feeling.
Okay.
So disengage, escape over the side. Whoops,
that one's gonna take 2d10.
Oh, but it's their turn.
That one's gonna take 2d10.
Right, so do you want to roll that, or it's the blue one? Do you want to roll that?
Yeah.
Up.
It's 7 damage.
Okay, so I need to do a con save.
Yeah.
That's a 6 plus 1,
Yeah.
so that's a fail. And that's on the blue one. So that's how much?
7?
7 damage?
Yeah.
They just barely survive. Wow. So they look like so rough you wouldn't believe. It's almost like they're hanging on by a single hit point thread. And,
almost like that.
It's almost exactly like that. And they jump off the side as well. So that's the 3 of them have gotten on some kind of vessel.
Okay.
That's not supposed to be as close to you as that. So I think it was over here. Okay. So that's the band. So now we need to roll to see how Chrissy's feeling. So are we doing this on the fate chart?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's at least 50-50 because this has been quite a weird situation. And I think Chrissy with the cat, like, they're like, you know, that was really low to stab to death someone we were supposed to capture alive.
Yeah,
like, we were coming on this mission.
It's like, what is the point of any of this? Yeah.
Right, like, we, you know, how does the old saying go? Shed no. Shoot. What?
I don't know. Oh, I think you.
Here's right now, and now since I'm trying to think of them, I can't.
Yeah, it's okay. You could just you could have just pretended that you said it because you dropped out again.
I totally said it, but I dropped out.
But we can't say it again. There's no time. So.
Shed no tears. Fire no guns, shed no tears.
Oh, like
so it was supposed to be.
Chrissy says I was trying to remember Barrett's Privateers.
That they knew.
Yeah,
they knew. Okay, so they were told that there would be no bloodshed like this. Like they were supposed to come in, do the job, get the bounty. Like this was supposed to be an in and out job. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. So, unfortunately, that is not what happened. So, I think 50-50 or even closer, like somewhat likely that they would choose not to go and maybe help out.
Yeah, I think likely.
Likely. Okay, let's bump it up to likely. So, would you like to do the honors? D100?
Yep. 60.
Okay, yes. So they've decided it's not an extreme, but it's yes. Like they've decided to abandon Waverly. They're not going to go, and they're going to stick around and maybe try to assist in some way.
Okay.
Chrissy says, I brought my freaking cat with me. I didn't want this at all. Yeah, okay.
You thought it was going to be a fun little outing with the cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think that might end combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you think they would have tried to take Driali when they were Oh, they took the disengage action, so they couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So yeah, I think that cuts combat. I think these three get away.
Yeah.
And we're left with the aftermath.
Probably.
Oh yeah. So we've got three. We've got 4. Oh, I'm the fourth body. We've got 3 bodies, and we've got Chrissy here.
Yeah.
And Chrissy says, "I just wanted that American Gold." Sad face.
Aww.
Or crying face. Yeah.
So and I want to turn into what am I? Am I human or half elf? Where do I find that out? Racial.
Right on the front page, up at the top, right under your name.
I'm human. I'm gonna turn back.
Oh no, mine says dead. Jill Fogg.
What I want to do is I want to try and do something special, Jill.
Okay.
Tell me if you're into this. But okay. I would like to try and cast Cure Wounds at first level, but I want to try and do a thing with GMless where we can see if, like, I'm able to bring you back from the dead because of... But it would be, like, a very unlikely thing. Like, let's roll, but it's, like, extremely unlikely or whatever it has to be, right?
Right. Okay. So, if we want to say...
So we've been lifelong friends... And I'm, like, in tune with your life essence. I've healed you many times. And so I'm going to just, like, try.
Yes. And I am a bard of, like, ghosty stuff.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Well, maybe you just come back as a ghost.
I'm College of Spirits is the name of it. College of Spirits bard. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be what happens. Is that I'm, like, back as a ghost. But we'll see.
Okay.
So, for this thing, I'm thinking either... So, we are on Chaos Rank 7, so either way, it's not going to be it's not actually impossible if we choose impossible, but it would be you'd have to roll really, really, really low.
Uh-huh.
No way is a significant bump in possibility, but, like, we might be talking about this too meta, I'm sorry. But do you want to say it's impossible?
Hold on, you're...
No way unlikely. So it's like, sorry, do you want to say...
Yeah, you're cutting out again. So impossible, no way, and then what?
Very unlikely. Unlikely.
Probably no way or impossible, right?
I think,
Like,
yeah.
you're
I think it would be impossible, technically. Yeah. I think, like, impossible is the most, like,
real.
true way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say impossible and see what happens.
Yeah.
So
You
rolling
have
my
to roll.
D100.
Yeah.
65.
No. So you. Oh, this is really sad. So it's like you're like pushing
Yeah.
a cure wounds into me, and it kind of like pushes back almost, like it
Yeah.
doesn't take. Oh,
Aw.
this is sad. Okay. Okay. So that didn't work.
That's
And
okay.
I
No,
think at
like
this
after,
point-
it's just like we'll diffuse the tension. Like I'll be like, ah, if it doesn't work, I'm like, oh, okay, well, okay. Try my best. I tried the cure.
Okay.
Like I tried the cure thing, it didn't work. So,
I think at this point, and we don't have to take this route if you don't want to, but I think at this point, Chrissy's going to say, but that altar, like, don't you know about the altar up there? Couldn't we just, bring her to the altar?
what would that do?
Well, I mean, it would do something. Like, I was told that we were coming here to, kidnap Driali and whoever else we can get to get the information on the altar, which it was said to bring people eternal life.
Sorry, Chrissy says, like that scene from Pokemon, the movie where Pikachu is crying over Ash's stone body. I haven't seen that movie, but
That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, well, might as well try it.
I mean, I feel awful about everything that happened. I mean, me and Maddie here, we were told that we would, it wouldn't be this bad. We were supposed to just get people. It was a mission, information finding mission.
Yeah.
Like, let's just try this out.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's a, I don't know where it is. I know I've heard that it's in there.
I know where it is.
Okay. And Driali, I'm going to roll to see if Driali wakes up.
Well, I can try and wake him up. Can't I heal him?
Oh yeah, you could totally heal him.
Yeah.
He's just conscious.
So, but I won't use a first level cure wounds. I'll just use cure wounds.
Okay. Cloud says that's an iconic scene. Yeah.
So he gets 6 hit points, which is more than.
We'll have to
he
watch it on
has.
YouTube later.
So he's back at full health.
Oh. Okay, perfect. Oh God! Sad moment.
Sorry. But we're, like, it's not. We might be able to. I don't know. There's something we're gonna try with a evil altar. It's gonna be fun.
Not the altar we were talking about that turned that guy into a demon and was super evil.
Yeah, but you like that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool actually. Okay, let's go.
Like, you already have one demon friend, right? Like.
Yeah. Why not a demon girlfriend or lover or
Right.
whatever we are to each other? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, let's hike up to the altar.
Let's did you do fast forward this?
Yeah.
And we're at the altar.
So,
and then,
we're at the altar.
what are we doing? Are we asking GM Emulator? Yeah, what happens? Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
it's like, I don't want you to come back as a demon. If you come back, I want it to be as, like, a ghost. Or, does that mesh with you?
I think that if this altar situation works, that it would be kind of like a demon thing. But I think if it doesn't work, it could malfunction and, like, maybe I could be a spirit and, like, re-roll a character as, like, what are they called when they come back? A revenant? Revenant, I think is what they're called.
Okay.
So that's, like, another, like, race than human.
Oh, okay.
So I think those are kind of, like, some of the but I wouldn't mind if it turns out to be some kind of separate thing altogether that's like a demon-y type thing.
So how do we do this with GM Emulator?
Okay, that's a good question. So,
because that's like
we need to formulate a question.
Options. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We need to formulate a question where, like, we're deciding right now as DMs that my character will come back as something, because that's how we're going to handle this death.
Okay.
She's going to be forever changed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have to re-roll a character.
Yeah.
Like, this is not, like, this character is dead. So, so we're deciding right now that's how we want to handle it. And this is a conversation we would have with a player, like, how do you want to handle your character's death? Like, do you want to re-roll a new character? Do you want to have them have a chance at resuscitating? Like, what do you want, kind of thing. So we're deciding, okay, rolling a new character, character, but it's going to be Jill's spirit in there because spirit barred shenanigans. So we've gotten to the altar. We have to ask, is Jill coming back?
As a demon? And then if not, we
as a demon.
And if not, we choose something else?
Something else. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And it might have interesting results. Like if we get an extreme or something, we can add or we can do something with that if it happens.
Sure.
So is Jill coming back as a demon? I think it could be maybe 50-50.
I think it's more likely than not because we know that that has been one of the outcomes in the past.
Okay, so very, very likely?
Maybe.
Okay, so we'll say very likely.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my own D100 for this one. And I'll roll it on stage. So that is a 72, which is a yes.
Okay.
Just straight up yes. So I'm coming back as some kind of demonic
being.
Entity. Yeah. Okay. So you all gather around the altar and like place my body on it. And like maybe Driali says, I don't know exactly how this works, but I've gleaned enough off of, I don't remember if we named the demon guy.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We still call him a demon in scene 2 from last session.
Yeah, we did. I feel like Driali would know his name though. Maybe this is when we find out what it is.
Yep. Actually, I wonder if I wrote the demon's name down on my character sheet. Probably not though.
Okay. I'll grab. Or I guess we could just look up a random name generator.
No, it was a shadowed demon. That's all I wrote.
Okay. I'm gonna get a bunch of names generated and roll a D10, I guess.
Okay. 7.
Okay, shoot.
Chrissy says Derek. Derek the demon.
Derek the demon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got Condriel, so maybe it's like Derek Condriel.
Sure.
DC for short.
Or CD.
Okay. CD. Okay, so Derek didn't tell me how he did it, but I mean, I think I have enough of an idea. I think we just need to place her there, and we need to, pray and, maybe do a little blood donation, little...
Yeah. Finger prick.
And you fumble around a little bit, but eventually the altar glows, and the glow encompasses Jill's body, and wah, 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 that whole thing. And Jill's body sits up and looks around.
Maybe we should
cut
here and figure out what...
Yeah,
because,
give me a
you kind of need to
create
your character, right? To sort of describe what you...
But I want to say one thing before it happens. So Jill's character sits up and, looks around, and her eyes probably look kind of, black or something, or red, I don't know. And she says, "What happened?" And then we cut.
Yikes. What happened?
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we should cut on that note.
Yeah, it's a good place to stop, and it's 9:15, so... And I think, you kind of need to make a new character.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna roll a new character.
I guess we're gonna have to homebrew some stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll look into what I want to do with it, and I'll run it by you, and then we'll talk about it on next stream.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, and hopefully we won't have technical difficulties next time.
Hopefully we don't
Oh my god, Jill needs a lozenge, says
a
Chrissy.
lozenge. It's like, oh dear, you sound terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was interesting as always.
As always.
Yeah, the main thing that I'm learning about these sessions is that, you know, I was just really worried that it was going to feel predictable. And it is not at all. So that's I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. And I have played some solo stuff, and I do find it more interesting with someone else. Like playing 2-player is really good because I would not think of the stuff you think of, or like you would, you know, like we wouldn't think of each other's ideas. So it's like really nice.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right. Well, should we say goodbye then?
Yeah. Right. Thank you all for watching. I love you. Yay. And like, please take care of yourselves and tell each other you love them and reach out to each other and spread the love.
For sure. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, friends. I love you. Bye.